Well, good morning. It's almost not morning. But anyway, it's your girl Angel. Like and subscribe down below. I had a question. How do we know what religion is the right religion? Because, hear me out. This is why I say this. Every religion is going to say they're the chosen religion. But where in the Bible do it actually say, and give me New Testament on what is the chosen religion? It talks a lot about church and the temple and things like that, but church is in your heart. It's not a building. So, again, how do we know that the religion that you in or how you live your life spiritually is the right way or not the right way? Here's what I done came to the conclusion of. And this from somebody that was born and raised in church. Done been in leadership in church. Done actually gave sermons. This from that person. And don't get me wrong, because I don't want nobody to misunderstand. I love God, and I do believe in God. But I also believe in energy. And I also believe in meditation and being present. So, with saying that, that's another reason why it's so hard to pick a religion because I'm not a real closed-minded person. And one thing about putting your box into one religion, you have to be in a box because that's what they want. They want you to listen to them without questioning. And I never been the listen to you without question type of person. Even when I was in church, I studied for myself. And not just studied just reading the Bible and you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about studied the words that was in the Bible. Like I was a true believer. I was in the Bible for real. It wasn't nothing that the preacher could say that I did not know or I have not studied upon. So when they made mistakes, I knew it. You see what I'm saying? I'm very spiritually aware of my surroundings and the people around me. Good energy, bad energy, good spirit, bad spirits. I'm well aware of. With saying that could be a blessing and that could be a curse because for the simple fact, most people are not tapped into their spiritual being. So, and another thing I never got was ever since I've been little, my mama took me to church. They, prayed over me, told me my calling, told my mama, my grandma friend, Reverend Steele, said what I was supposed to be, who I was supposed to be. I prayed about it. I know my calling. And this is the reason why it's hard for me to walk completely into my calling because people are so fraud these days. I'm going to tell you one thing. A few things that have been prophesied over me didn't come to fruition, didn't manifest. And that, to me, it shook my faith. Because these are serious things. For example, I have a middle child. And I don't want to talk about how he was conceived, but I gave him up for adoption because he ended up with a lot of psychological and mental issues that I could not, did not have the ability to help him or to give him the tools that was needed for him to be a full functional human being in this world. And I had to make a decision for not just me, but for the rest of my kids, to keep them safe. Neither here or there. I love my child with everything in me. I think about him all the time. That would never change. I can't wait for the day where I could see him and just hug him. I love him with every piece of my being. And I was told by a prophet that he was going to show up when he's like a teenager. I think they said 16, if I'm not mistaken. And he was going to forgive me. And this decision that I made was a good decision. And don't worry or fret. God knows why I made the decision, which I do believe that part. But this the part he haven't showed up. He'd be 17. So you got to watch out for false prophets as well. I had so much belief in a building, in a pastor, in a religion, that I just knew this was going to happen. I just waited and waited, and it never happened. I said that to say this. You can't let religion and people speak over your life that you have no proof that they're living the life they're supposed to live and that their energy is qualified to speak anything over your life. You can't be so eager to hear something that's going to give you hope to the point where you just believe anything. I've been there. And trust it. I understand the needing hope to move on or to, be sane. I understand. And for the most part, every time somebody speaks something over me, even when I go to the psychic, because yes, I go to the psychic, I don't put myself in a box. I give everything a chance, except for the devil. That's not... People have such a misconception of psychics. That don't mean they bad people. What's the difference between a psychic and a prophet? One go to church, and one is spiritual, but they didn't lock themselves down to a belief. Neither here nor there. Take it however you want it. This is what I did in my life. But every place I go, they have nothing but, well, maybe one negative thing, but for the most part, even when I got a tarot reading, it was all positive. But yet, here's the thing. My life's still a mess. But at least they didn't put a timeline on it like the prophet, huh? But neither here or there. I believe things when I see it. The only thing that I believe that I can't see is God. So, far as the last time I got a reading, they were saying how all these things was about to happen, but they didn't put a timeline on it. So I appreciate that. How my business is about to elevate, which I hope so, because the hardest thing about being a small business owner, especially a small business owner that don't have a lot of connections, is doubting yourself because you barely have orders. like having to always think of something else to do just to stay afloat. But neither here or there, I still believe in my heart and my soul that being an entrepreneur is the right move for me. So I must keep that hope, and I'm going to keep encouraging myself. In the same hand, also in my reading, like it was like just saying a lot of things about, because I just was in doubt of if I'm doing the right thing, am I making the right moves, like what is like holding me back. And everybody that I talk to, whether it be a psychic, a prophet, a pastor, a deacon, an empath, they all say the same thing. They all say I have a great spirit and things is going to work out, and that I was made for this. I was made to be a leader. I was made to be an entrepreneur. I was made to shake things up and make things happen. It may not look like it, but what I was told by a lot of them is that when you in certain positions in life, or you made for certain things in life, them the people that go through the most and the hardest hardships and strongholds and the toughest things, and it seems like you're gonna be broken. Seem like you're gonna, just shut down, but the spirit would never let you because of your greatness over your life. And I believe that because God knows I done been through hell since I came into this earth, on this earth, whatever. And, off and on. And really, I just want and pray that this is my season, as they say in church. I'm just ready to be, like, happy and see some positive, like, deposits in my life. I'm just some positivity surrounding me, the overflow of greatness. So, y'all keep praying for me. Support as I support you. Let's heal together. Love y'all. Peace.